Shalom, shalom, akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained since the foundations of this earth to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which would be preached throughout all four corners of this earth, and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, who may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. It's just Bayan back again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just wanted to get into a brief lesson, Lord willing, share this article with you, Akiyam and Akwath. The Akiyam, have been bringing this out, because it's prophecy, man. It's a firm, stern warning, okay, to us believers, man, okay, as to what's coming, which we understand via biblical prophecy. Evil is coming, man, okay, and he's gonna come with great wrath, man. Why? Because he knows he's going to be removed soon come. So he's going to do everything in his power to stay in the power seat. Okay? And ultimately, Jacob's trouble, okay, is going to come into its perfection, okay, upon this man bringing in his troops. You see, and this is a reality, man, pursuing the biblical prophecy. This is going to happen. Okay? But the beautiful thing about it, as, obedient, faithful believers in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, there's a hedge of protection, okay, that surrounds us, man. Lord willing, we are of the elect. And ultimately, scriptures go into how Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to protect us, okay, from these days to come. And that's the angle I want to take it, through the spirit, bringing comfort, to you beloved Akiyam and Akwath, and to myself, understanding that, us putting our hands to the plow as men, Lord willing, as the true servants, okay, and you men, women, and children believe in the report, and also dedicating your life, okay, to righteousness, and giving your body as a sacrifice to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai in efforts to make it into the age to come, okay, in the form of the first resurrection. Okay, there's again, a divine intervention that's going to take place for those of the elect, man. And I want to show you that through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But first, let's grab this. Let's grab this in the book of Psalms, chapter 125. This came to mind just now. Let me see here. Let's start at verse 3, and it reads, "For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, lest the righteous put forth their hands unto iniquity." Right. When you read 2nd Esdras, the 7th chapter, as a matter of fact, let's jump there real quick. It tells us what? "Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things," right? The righteous being the elect, right? "And hope for wide," right? Which is the kingdom of heaven. Okay, on the first go around, man, that first being part of the first resurrection, man. Okay, reigning with Yahweh Shai Mashiach for 1,000 years. Okay, as being part of the 144, Lord willing, right? An innumerable multitude being on the scene. Okay, being on the scene, present, the first go around, man. Not having to have to be born back into the kingdom. You see? But being there and being transitioned and changed in the twinkling of an eye, is written in 1 Corinthians 15. You see? Let's continue on. "Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things." Straight's going into position of difficulty, and we're coming into those times, right? "And hope for wide the kingdom," right? "For they that have done wickedly," 2/3 of Jake, "and they refuse to repent, suffered the straight things, and yet shall not see the wide." See that? Why? Because they're going to have to be born back into the kingdom through the loins of the elect. And they're going to have shame and everlasting contempt, okay, as they return. You see, but ultimately, On this side, they're going to have to, hey, guess what? Learn after death by pain. You see, there's going to be a grievous judgment, okay, that falls upon them. They're not going to have that hedge of protection. You see? Let's go back to Psalms 125 again and read this from the top. The book of Psalms 125:3, and it reads, "For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous." You see that? We're going to suffer straight things. We're both going to suffer straight things. Okay? But the way the Lord's going to judge the wicked of our people is on a whole different scale. You see? This is why us as the hopeful elect, we get judged regularly, instantly, based off things that we do. We don't have much wiggle room. Because ultimately what? Lord willing, we're not going to be judged with the world when Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai opens up, man. See? Lest the righteous put forth their hands unto iniquity, right? You turn back like Lot's wife. Okay? You take yourself and you start taking yourself left. And you know damn well you should have been going right. Okay? You come off course. You come off course from that path of righteousness, man. And you lose sight. Okay? Which is going to cost you your life, man. If that's the case, this is why we have to stay, we have to keep our eyes single, man. And stay locked in on the mission. Okay? Understanding what's to come. And again, the Lord is a man of his word, man. Check it out, Psalms 125:4. "Do good, O Lord, unto those that be good, and to them that are upright in their hearts," right? Upright in their minds, man. Okay, and this is the stance that the elect take. The elect are upright in their minds, man. Why? Because they're operating under the counsel of the Lord, which is these scriptures, man. You see that? Which will, Lord willing, have a hedge of protection upon the wrath, okay, of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, resting on this planet Earth. In the form of it is going to be on display when he opens up the modern day Assyrian, man. Okay, evil E. Let's go here. Revelations 12:12. And it reads, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them." Right. Okay, the servants, the prophets. Okay, first and foremost. Okay, and the rest of you believers, man. Okay, that are dwelling within the secret places of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, you're being fed daily, day in and day out with this word. Okay, and you're being obedient to your power. See, we got to rejoice, man. Because a hedge of protection comes with that. And we're going to show you that. Right? Woe, destruction to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. Everybody outside of this truth. You see, the sea is likened unto the people, pursuant to Revelation 17. Right? So it's woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. Why? For the devil, right? The deceiver, the slanderer, the false accuser, right? Evil E, right? The accuser of our brethren, right? It's come down unto you. Why? Having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. You see, so he knows his clock is ticking. And again, as I mentioned when we opened up in this lesson, he's going to do everything he can, okay, to stay in the power seat. You see? So real quick, when you go here, this is the article from the People's Choice, and it's dated May 15th, 2024, and it reads, the title reads, UN troops, right, United Nations troops to be deployed across U.S. as Pentagon prepares for civil unrest. And these UN troops have been here, man, for a long time now, okay, as sleeper cells, you see? And it was only a matter of time, okay, for them to be activated, right, in efforts to fulfill biblical prophecy. This has to play out. Check this out. The Biden regime has agreed to allow thousands of UN troops to be deployed across the U.S. in anticipation of mass civil unrest in America. You see that? And civil unrest, that's a sure sign that that system is pretty much collapsed. Because civil unrest is when you have pretty much a internal war amongst the people because of differences and because of differences, man. You know, they're not. There's a one half of the people feel this way, another half feel that way. You know, there's contention. They're not seeing eye to eye. You see? Which triggers a civil war, man. Okay, and evil E is orchestrating this, obviously through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Because as it reads in Revelations 18, what? Babylon the Great is going to fall by violence, man. You see, and this is part of the violence that's going to take place. You see? Civil unrest. Check this out. According to a report by Greg Reese, the UN is directing the migrant crisis in America with contingents of its own forces embedded in the military-age migrant caravans to activate civil unrest at a later date. You see that? So COINTELPRO type deal, okay, is going down. Okay, and we understand these things. Those of us that have been allowed to dwell in the courts of the Lord, we already know. You see why? Because again, this is biblical prophecy. Prophecy is speaking. You see? Hey, and when them lights go out, you people can forget about it. Because this time, it's going to be a real lockdown that takes place. Okay, with the activation of martial law. You see that? Let's get a little bit more here. Greg Reese reports the southern border of the United States is wide open, and the federal government has been conducting a wide-scale criminal operation of flooding the country with unvetted foreigners, okay, which are what? Those fanners you can read about in Jeremiah, right? Check this out, distributing them across the United States and providing them with homes and financial support. The GOP's talking point has been that this is all about election fraud. But this has been happening all across the Western world for over a decade. See? Going into Esau being in the trick bag the whole time. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has been setting this thing up. You see? And honestly, since 1969, okay, when the beloved elder Abba Bivens, okay, came on the scene through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai with the other beloved elders and apostles of the time. Okay, that's when things started happening, man. Okay, I believe that was the same year that Esau claimed that he hit the moon, he touched the moon, he touched down. Things started happening, man, around that time. You see? Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has been working. You just gotta have spiritual eyes to see it. You see, let's continue on. This is something far more sinister than election fraud, and that's correct. This is far more sinister, man. Okay? Because ultimately, evil is going to move in. Let's go ahead. Bear with me. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, and verse 7, and it reads, "At last, that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. But he shall be saved out of it, the elect of Jacob." Okay, the beloved of Jacob is going to be saved out of it, man. You see? Jacob's trouble, man. What's it look like? It looks like this. Okay? This is what it looks like, man. When these UN troops' boots hit the ground, man. That's what Jacob's trouble looks like. Okay? A day like none like it, man. Daniel 12:1 goes into this as well. See? But it's going to take what? Let's go get that. That divine intervention is going to take place, man. Let's go ahead. Daniel 12 real quick and 1. And at that time, the time of what? Jacob's trouble. Shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, thy people, right, the elect, shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. In what book? The book of life. You see, those names were written in the book of life since the foundation of the earth. The elect, pursuant to the book of Ephesians. And they're the ones that are going to be delivered, man. Okay? Divine intervention is going to take place on behalf of the elect. The book of Isaiah, chapter 59. In verse 19, it reads, "So shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood." right? When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord Yahweh shall lift up a standard against them, man. And when you go here real quick for edification, Salakia, bear with me. Phone's tripping. The book of Isaiah, chapter 59. And verse 19, when you get this word standard real quick.
Strong's H 5127. Noose. Noose.
Right. And it goes into what? In the biblical usage, to flee, to escape. You see? The elect is going to be able to escape, man. How? Through the divine intervention that's going to take place. Look at, to take flight, right? Depart, disappear. You see that? To fly. There's going to be divine intervention taking place, man. To cause to disappear, hide. You see? The elect is going to be hidden, excuse me, in the secret places of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai upon the enemy coming in like a flood, man. Let's close out right here. The book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16. In verse 74, and it reads, "Hear, O ye my beloved," right? The house of David, the house of Dawadah, the beloved, those that are going to receive the sure mercies of David, right? "O hear ye, Salakia, hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same." You see that? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to deliver those of the elect. This is how we're going to get up out of here, man. Through divine intervention. Check it out. "Be ye not afraid, neither doubt." Why? For Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is your guide. Whose guide? Whose guide, though? Check it out. "And the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord power." I thought the laws were done away with. Here it is. Those of us that are rehearsing the righteous act are going to be guided through a divine intervention because they've been upholding these things. You see? Not that we're going to be delivered because of that. Again, it's our predestination, and we're saved through hope and through faith. Okay? But ultimately, those that are saved through hope and faith are not going to be lawless. Okay? They're not going to be walking wickedly. No, man. Their holy conversation is going to be upright. Check it out. "Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves," man. Hey, so in other words, we have nothing to fear, man. Why? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is here. You see? And he's going to guide us up out of here, man. But hey, one way or another, man. Either way, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai said what? Yahweh Shai said he will not leave us comfortless, man. He will come to us. You see? So as long as we continue to seek his face and walk this path of righteousness to the best of our ability, man, he's going to be dealing with us, man, in these grievous days to come. You know, and we got to believe like that, man. You know, understanding that he didn't bring us into this thing just to have us be tormented, man, on the way out. You see? He's going to protect and guide and preserve us, man, and comfort us ultimately, okay, as we go from glory to glory, man. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakah Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwath were edified. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kal Halalium La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Quadash. Shalom.